Hi guys, I'm going to give you a really quick walkthrough of the training portal. We've revamped things. And this is going to be basically your GPS to success. So on your homepage, it's going to have all your basics, just your homepage. Take notes because you will refer to this. And this, honestly, this should be bookmarked and open at all times. So it's a very easy resource for you to access anything you need. So this video here will be replaced with the one we're making. We have a time zone map. That way, if you're not familiar with East Coast, Central Time Zone, Mountain, and Pacific, because you don't want to get fined for calling somebody outside of calling hours, and you don't want to call somebody in California at like 5 in the morning. They're most likely not going to be happy to talk to you at that point. This here is just going to kind of go up how to properly get set up, which we'll go over. That's going to be on the next screen. And just kind of our leadership. We have some amazing leaders over here that you'll be introduced to and be working with, as well as the ones that we offer for our advanced market trainings directly with Heartland, who is one of the largest IMOs out there in this industry, and we're privileged to be a part of. My approach on getting ready for the phones, I train all my agents to be 100% virtual. That way you never have to drive around endlessly and waste time. You're able to do everything over the phone or on Zoom. So we do have diving into the phones, following up with your leads, writing the actual applications. Once you've wrote an app, what you're going to do next, which is as soon as you write an app, we love to celebrate that. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to post it in an email that you're going to send to me to this email. And I just need to know, and it'll tell you on the video further, I need to know the client's name, the date you wrote them, how much coverage they received, which carrier and product you enrolled them, so that way I can also track to make sure that you're getting paid properly, as you do get paid directly from the carriers. They're humans, so sometimes they do make mistakes, where if I'm able to see that, I can help track it for you. And then most importantly, we want you to post your wins on our group chat. That way we can all celebrate you. Once I see you're winning at the regular term, whole life, and accidental plans, we're going to get you advanced market training. But you do need to show that you can write regular term and whole life before we dive into those, because these are not fast payouts. These are big ticket sales. So we have to have you mastering the basics first. And then once you're moving up, we'll probably make you a team mentor, and we're going to start building you a team so that you can earn passive income as well. Make sure you're on the training calls. Sometimes when an agent's struggling, it's because they're not plugging in. We offer training several times a week. So every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can click on the Zoom link that's on here. It doesn't look like it's hyperextending, so you can just grab it and copy and paste it into your browser. We usually also post the link about an hour before the call into our GroupMe chat, so you can usually click on that link right there and join. So usually on Mondays, we'll have either a carrier or a guest speaker on as a trainer, and we'll go over updates, and we'll choose a topic to train on as well. So if you have a topic you want to train on, shoot me a text or email in advance, and we can get that on the schedule to make sure you're getting that training. Tuesdays, I do small group training. These are more invite only. I like to keep them no more than 5 people. So that's where you're going to tell me, once you're going through the training, you're going to get a test. And it's kind of going to tell me where you need more help at. And then you'll get invites to be invited to those trainings. Every Thursday, Mark does a training from 12 to 1. Usually he'll leave it pretty open. Anyone who jumps on and then has a topic, that's what he's going to cover. If nobody has the topic, he'll have one he goes over with. And every Friday you can also, we do what's called our virtual office, where you can jump on and you can hear me and some of the other leaders, and you can jump on and we'll call our leads together as if we're in the office. Then when you're coming up to the basics 101, these are going to really explain to you what's the difference between term and whole life, a universal. Don't skip over these guys, because one thing we don't do in those small groups or trainings is go over anything that is covered on here. You guys are all independent, so we're here to kind of guide you, but you do have to put some work into this. There is homework involved. So make sure that you really know the differences in your products. So you can watch any one of all these videos, learn your scripts. So next things come up here in scripts, whether you're doing general life, You're doing a niche, you know, whether you're doing, you need to know what questions. But one thing you can't do is, would you ever go to a doctor who looks like he's going like this through the book and fumbling to look what to say to you and ask the right questions? Make sure you know your questions. Don't make it sound like you're reading this. And we do a lot of role playing on this when we're in training. So you don't want to be in a training and be caught off guard, because we don't give you a free pass. We're going to have you, you know, role playing. So make sure you know your scripts. And we do that to set you up for success, just know. So and there's a couple different scripts, whether you're going to do a mortgage protection, whether you're doing general life. So pick which one you're going to do. And I would suggest do one first before you try to master the other and get to know your scripts. Watch these videos. Keith Fonseca is one of our actual trainers as well. This is an amazing call that he was doing with some mortgage protection. And it shows his presentation throughout the process. This video here, excellent on rebuttals when she's calling for the first time on the phone on why she will not let you off the phone before you give her the information she needs. And then there again is your map. Training videos is literally like its own, it's training videos. These are all the carriers that you're eventually going to end up with. Now, we're not going to overwhelm you and give you all of them at once, but we are definitely going to load you up with a perfect arsenal. So that way you have all the tools and everything you need as far as ammo to go in and get sales. Then we have some of the links over here. I highly, highly suggest you bookmark these. You can see like I have some carrier portals, and then for every carrier, I actually have a folder. So if I want to know what's going on with my Baltimore Life and I want to get in that portal, I can go right on there and click it, very easily access it. And you're going to want to do that because sometimes people are going to call you out of the middle of nowhere and they're going to be like, I'm ready, but I don't have much time. So you're going to want to be able to access your stuff easily, where if you're fumbling and you're not organized, you're probably going to lose that sale because the people are going to say, I got to go. You got to be conscious of people's time. So get organized. Bookmark. If you're not sure how to bookmark, watch this video. It literally shows you how to bookmark. Guys, we want to see you in here. We have such a cool quoting tool. This here is going to take a lot of the product knowledge as far as underwriting off your hands, that you don't have to focus so much on trying to learn all the ins and outs of every single product, because guys, it's a lot. When we work with over 40 carriers to set you up with the best arsenal toolkit we can, it also means you got a lot of underwriting to learn. So we are so blessed that Heartland designed an underwriting tool for us that has all the carriers and their underwriting built in. Watch this very short video and it'll show you exactly how to use that tool. Make sure you don't ever remove any carriers though, because sometimes your access is shared in the beginning. So if you're removing carriers, you're not just removing it from your screen. Anybody else who's on the same carrier logon as you, you're removing it from there as well. So even though you might not have, say, Baltimore Life yet, other people in your group might, and if you're removing it, they may have a client that qualifies for that product, but if you remove it, it's not going to pull up when they're running their quotes either. So do not customize any of the carriers on there, please. And just more videos, really how to get you set up. Then you're going to come over under the More tab, and you're going to see attachments that you'll need. Go ahead and click on that. Do not edit any of the ones on here, because again, if you edit, say if you click on the qualifying sheets for a couple and you start editing it, because it's going to open up. But if you start editing the one on here, you're editing the one for everybody. And then I have to go back on and I got to fix it. So we've started to point out, please don't edit anything on here. Always copy and paste and save your own copy. The easiest way to do it, especially for like the emails, is just literally click on it, open it, click Control C, which is Control A, then Control C, that's going to copy the entire thing. Then simply open an email and then put Control V and drop it in that email. And now you have your own template that you can customize and do anything you'd like to change. If you have somebody who has to get their MIB report, say they get declined for whatever reason, which guys, that happens too. Sometimes there are things on people's medical records that don't belong on there. During the heart of COVID, Some of these medical facilities were extremely short-staffed, if you remember. It was hectic, it was chaotic. So mistakes happen. So if for God, sake that one of your clients does have something they feel is wrong on their medical record, these are the links you're gonna need so they can get their report and then how to dispute it. Some more questions that I ask. DUI look back, if you have someone who says, yep, I had a DUI. We use a lot of quoting tools. So, because we text a lot over here. So if you're an Android user, I prefer Mighty Text, but you can use any text app that you like. It just allows you to text from your computer so you're not trying to sit there and send out 100 texts on your phone every day. You can copy and paste. If you're using the Go High Level platform that we have, you can also take all of these that are in there, again, save a copy, and get with Mark or get with Keith, and they will help you customize your Go High Level CRM so that these will already be in there and pre-filled and ready to go. If you need to send out text, you don't have to get creative. You can use the quoting text that we have. They didn't answer. There's tons of examples. And again, don't edit anything on these. Click on them and open them up, but don't edit them. When you get a sale, follow it up with, hey, do you mind leaving us a review? This is the best way to get your name out there. We have Google. I have a Google account for our agency. You guys are on our website. Get your name out there. Click on this. When it opens up, just copy and paste. Shoot this in an email. I would always take this. I would copy and paste just like that. Drop it in an email. And thanks again, Mr. Joe Smith. Do you mind leaving me a quick review? And I would send this when I would email them a copy of their policy. Just that little extra step. Get to know your mentors. We have some amazing mentors here. Then you can see, if you need leads, you can go to the leads. All starts on the phone. If you ever miss one of our Monday training calls or some of like Mark's, or like if we have a really good Tuesday night, small group call, you can always find the recordings under the Team Syntron calls. And then now we have all your carriers. Like if I want to know more about Baltimore Life, I'm going to click on Baltimore Life and it's taking me right there. I can see their customer support numbers right here. Here's the link to their portal. Oops, I need to go and delete that, see. Here are all the videos on how to learn their products, their fun facts about, their build charts, their death benefit, anything that you need to know, how they give you $1,000 cash upon the instant claim of the death, how to find the A priority. Because, guys, this was a fun fact. I had a difficult time the first time I went to go write that app. It's not in with the regular e-app, but because it's a proprietary product. So know how to get to your application before you have a client on the phone, because it was rather embarrassing when I asked the client, can I call you back as soon as I find the e-app for this one? Know where your stuff is before you're in that position. And they're offering a trip. So sell 95,000 in a year with them, you're going to Costa Rica. I love to travel, and more importantly, I love to travel with my winners. So get yourself on those trips. But you can find all the different carriers on here. Then once you're ready for the advanced markets, we'll introduce you to our advanced market trainers, and we'll get you those as well. Same with the Medicare plans. And again, whoever your upline is, whoever invited you or brought you in, that's your mentor. Anything that you need, don't be afraid to reach out to them. If they're a leader here, we love to lead from the front. So just lean on us. That way we can, make sure that you're a leader here soon enough. And best of luck to you. Let's go.